Hello everybody and welcome back to All the Mod 7 to the Sky. In this episode, as you can see, we set up some evaporation towers that now turn water into brine and then that brine into lithium. And then using that lithium dust, we can make ourselves an induction matrix so we can start storing all the power we will be now generating in the future. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so today we are going to be working on power storage. Yes, I want to get myself a mechanism induction matrix set up today so we can start storing all the power that we will be making from our mechanism reactor setup. Because we're going to need turbines and boilers to cool this reactor if we want it running at max efficiency to generate us up a lot of antimatter. Because we're going to need quite a bit. Upwards of at least 50 of it to make as many ATM stars as we need, because I want to get at least a block and then use that block to produce more using the bees. So until then, we're going to need a lot of antimatter, so I want to set up a big reactor that will be able to generate us up a lot of antimatter. So we're going to need a lot of power storage for that, because the turbines are going to be generating a lot of power off of the steam that the thing will be generating. So since last episode, when we set up our auto crafting here, there's a few comments about my setup here. So it's just about like mainly splitting up all my patterns, because I wasn't really splitting them up at all. I was just kind of chucking them inside the pattern providers, but I should really split them up to maximize efficiency to actually like craft stuff. So I've been like most of the new patterns I have been crafting I kind of have been splitting up. So like things in here, like these guys in here, I could probably split up a tiny bit. Like I control like a couple of them like in here. Some of them will like just grab a bunch of them and just randomly throw them in different pattern providers. That way it'll craft more efficiently and it won't have to wait for the molecular assembler to be empty to start crafting something else. So that's the reason behind that. And if I really want this to go even faster, I should make like a tree or a star-like pattern where each pattern provider has 6 molecular assemblers connected to it and set those up individually. I'm not going to really bother with that because I don't really need extremely fast auto crafting. Like looking through most of the patterns in here, there isn't much I need to actually like. There's a lot of stuff I do need to auto craft, but I don't actually need to worry too much about it. But if I need anything and I really do need it to go faster, we can always set that up. It's not big of a deal. And about my crafting CPUs, as you can see, I have a lot more of them. It turns out this crafting source block just tells the thing how many items it can craft at once. So like the 256k one means, I don't know like exactly, but it might mean like, oh, we can craft up to something that has 256,000 items or something like that. But the only thing that was said is to have as many co-processing units as possible. So I upgraded to these mega crafting co-processing units from mega cells, which essentially, if I look up the co-processing ones, this guy here only adds 1 thread, but these guys from mega cells adds 4. So essentially, each block is the same as having 4 of the regular co-processing units on each one. So meaning each one of these crafting cells here has 16 threads per CPU, which is actually really good. And if I really wanted to, I could upgrade the actual storage block to whatever, but this isn't probably more than enough because each one of these guys is connected. So in total, there should be over 1 million in here altogether. So that's good. Well, close to, yeah, a little bit over 1 million. So that's mainly that for that. So last episode, we didn't have enough time to set up our RF Tools crafters to make all of the essences into our actual resources. So we're going to set that up now. And another thing I did is I have replaced some of the cables under here because I just had ME cable running all the way over here. But I've added a new flux, or not a new flux, a new P2P channel, which is connected over here. So there's 14 things connected that way. And I'm just using basic flux cables just to connect up the tree farm and our bee storage. But all the way over here, I have changed all of these out to dense cables because I should have done this ages ago, but I finally set up the physogenic insulators to start making all the aldomodium seeds into essences. And they've all been maxed out with resonating integral components and flux link amplifiers. With a cyclic processing, So that way the seed will stay in here and it won't get outputted into here. I don't think it will duplicate the seeds. I haven't gotten one yet, and it has been running for a little while, so I'm not expecting any more seeds. But we got aldemodium, vibranium, unobtainium, and nether stars. I have two at the end right here. I want one of them to be dragon egg seeds, but I need to craft those, but we'll do those later. After maybe we'll do it like later on if we actually have time, because it is going to require insanium essence, and we are going to be setting up all of our ferrium essence here to be crafted into insanium essence now today. So another thing I did over here is I've changed the way I've routed everything. Another thing that was mentioned is I should probably not use crafting cards, as crafting cards can be very bad. What I should have done instead is actually set up a buffer where it will just automatically craft a load of items and I'll have them ready for when I need to use them. I'm not going to bother setting that up right now because I'm lazy. But next time I ever do play with Applied Energistics, I will implement that. So, what I had on the end here, I did have a compressing factory, but for some reason it wasn't able to be connected because this guy here is already maxed out with 8 channels. So I rerouted everything slightly different. So I moved the P2P tunnel that was there over to here, and then now that is connected and branching off in each direction, meaning we can connect up to 8 of these guys that way and 8 of them that way. And then I just have the importers over there. I probably could just run the cable there, but I didn't move it. Yeah, because I have a feeling these guys here can only link up to 8 blocks, because I'd had 9 and it wasn't connected one. So I'm guessing these guys can only connect up to 8 in a single multi-block or connection or whatever. I don't know. But I had to move it like this just to make it work. So this guy here is making myself refined obsidian ingots. This guy here is just going to be making all the different alloys. I have cinnabar in here just so nothing fills in the slot. I'm pretty sure this also adds like a chance to give it extra stuff or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. And then we have a multi-server press that's making us plates. So, what do we want to do? I want to grab out some deep slate and a crafter. I did set up the crafters here with a pattern, so I'm just going to grab 3 of these guys. So just craft me 3. Perfect. And we're just going to set this up along here. So the 2 of these are going to go there, and we're just going to have one on the end right now. So this one's going to be for an Inferium essence. This guy here is going to be aldemodium, vibranium, unobtainium, and nether stars and dragon eggs when we get it. And then this guy here is just going to be all the other essences. So let's look up essence, and we're going to grab an endstone, obsidian, fluorite, uranium, diamond, emerald, netherrack. Yeah, they're the only ones we have. Okay, exporter. Let's grab out some exporters. We're going to need like 2 more of these. Yeah, 2 more. There we go. And then we're going to need ourselves some importers. So import. Is this import? No, that's export. Did I mistype? Oh, import. Okay, there we go. Acceleration cards and capacity cards, because basically these guys can only hold 1 item at the start, but you need capacity cards to actually hold more. So I'm going to need like 6 of these guys, because you need 2 to fill in all 9 slots. So export bus on each one. Import, import, import. Yeah, like that. So in here, let's start off with this recipe. We only have 7 items, so that's okay. If we ever get more, we can always add them in. So we'll start off with uranium. So that makes uranium. So apply. Actually, let me just add all these items in here first. So 2 capacity, acceleration, and add all these items in here. Once we connect up the cable, it'll start exporting. So uranium, diamond. Just put these in here because then we can use it to remember the slots. Emerald, remember, and so on. So let me just do the rest of these guys here. It'll be boring just to watch me do it all. Right, there we go. So everything's in, and then I'm just going to fill all the empty slots here with cut deep slate brick, because that's the item I had on me. So if I hit remember now, pretty much everything here will be crafted and put it onto here. Just turn on fast mode, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to put these guys with max acceleration cards so it extracts out fast enough. Now, same for this guy here. Let's grab ourselves out the other essences now. So we're just going to grab out vibranium, aldemodium, unobtainium, and nether stars. And also the other thing we're going to need, if we look up all the... For some reason, typing in all allows me to grab out these guys. These are all the nuggets all the bees have been making. And I'm just going to turn a bit of this nether essence here into one of these shards. There we go. And then I'm going to get myself the capacity cards and this. There we go. And then each one of these guys here are going to be exported out into that. Actually, this guy doesn't need to be exported. Okay. So the same thing again like I did in the other one. It's going to put like aldemodium. So just select this one. Aldemodium, and that's going to make the ingot, but I'm going to set this guy to stay in the buffer, so the ingot will, or the nugget will stay in here. So that's going to go there, because then I'm going to turn the nugget into the ingot, like so. And I'm going to do that for the rest of them, and then the nether star is the exact same. So let me put all those in. There we go. So everything in here is pretty much ready to go. I'm just going to fill this with deep slate and hit remember. Perfect. Now I need to do it with this one. You do have the acceleration. Nope, you need acceleration. I'm going to view acceleration. And actually, this guy here only needs one item because I'm only going to be exporting out the Inferium Essence. Because I'm going to, if I upgrade everything to the top, I can then use the crafters to decompress everything down. So that way I can use it for whatever recipes I do need it for. So let's put all this stuff away. I don't think I have a max acceleration there, max acceleration here. I don't need these guys anymore or any import bus. So give me out some smart cable because I need to hook everything up in a moment. So the other thing we're going to need is if we go to mystical agriculture, is a master infusion crystal. Probably make myself a second one later. But anyway, so this is pretty much going to go like this. So Inferium is in here. And then just say Inferium, go around like this. And then, oh wait, you don't need the corners. Hang on, remove that. And this is going to stay in here. So any remaining items like buckets, which will basically be this guy, will stay in the input buffer. But everything else will go. Results of the crafting will stay in the input buffer. Actually, yeah, I want everything to stay in here until the last one. So that's that one. And now I just need to grab out each one of the essences now because I need each one of each. All right, got one of each now. So pretty much now Prudentium. So that's going to go in here. That, stay, apply, and then so on. So let me get all the way up to Insanium. Right, there we go. So we have them all set up to craft. Just the last one here is going to be actually to export the item, and the remaining will stay inside. Example, the bucket, which is going to be the master infusion crystal. So that's going to go there. And then Inferium Essence, Prudentium, Teriatum, Imperium, and Supremium. They're all going to stay in here, and then I'm just going to grab out one to cut these slabs, just because it looks nice. And fill this entire thing here with that, and hit remember. Perfect. All I have to do now is give each one of these power, and hook it up with the cable, and everything should be pretty much automatic. Just make sure these guys are set to fast. Right, so cable across the back, and then cable right here. Hopefully this is enough channels. Let's see. 7 out of 8. Okay, the last one then is here. So we can't actually connect any more onto it. But it means now this guy here is going to be exporting non-stop, as you can see, and he's upgrading all the way to Supremium. And then anything that's crafted gets automatically outputted. Same for this guy here, and same for this guy here. So there we go, pretty much automatic upgrading of all the essences into actual resources. Good. So let's get to work on one other thing, because it's a long trek to fly all the way out there to the mechanism area. As you can see, it's all the way out here. Let's make that easy on ourselves by teleporting there. So what I want to set up quickly right now is an enchanting apparatus from Ars Nouveau, and then I'm going to set up myself a portal using a warp scroll and some arcane stone. So what I want to do is make an arcane core. I want to make myself an enchanting apparatus and a few of these pedestals. I'm going to need about 8 of them in total if I want maximum crafting. Just a bit more of that. 1, 2, 3. All right, there we go. I think it's the core I think I need. So I want to set these guys up something like this. Kind of spaced out just to make it look nice. Put that on top and put that there. The first thing I'm going to need is Mage Bloom seeds, which is any type of seed surrounded with source gems. The other thing I'm going to need is actual like source over here. So if I look up jar, I have a source 98% full, which might be enough to get us started. Probably would be better off setting up a better source storage. So I'm just going to put that there for now. So if I look up gem, grab out some source gems. What do we get these from? We only get these from imbuement chambers and arcane. We might need to set up a system making these, because I don't know how many more we're going to need now in the future. But anyway, just need some basic seeds. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a seed. And okay, we can see it's powering up. Ooh, is this animation new? Yeah, that animation is new. I don't remember ever seeing that before. But there we go. We have ourselves our Mage Bloom seed. Just gonna come over here and just grow it a bit. Does doing shift work? Yes, it does. Perfect. I just need a little bit of this because I need to make myself some scroll paper or parchment, whatever it's called. If I really wanted to make it go even faster, I could just grab out some Pytho Grow, 50k of it in here, and then just use my macro and just spam grow it. Perfect. Now turn all this into Mage Bloom fiber, And then we just turn the maze bloom fiber into some scroll paper, which is blank parchment. Make a bunch of this, and then you basically turn this now into your warp scroll, which is made like that. There we go. I just need 2, because I need way back and 2 there. All I need to do now is actually select the location I want to stay, which is probably going to be like right here. So we're just going to set the first one to here. That's home. And now what we're going to do is grab ourselves out some arcane stone, and we're going to build ourselves a portal. And the portal is just going to be here. Is this big enough? Where's the center? Right here. Okay, actually, yeah. Okay, that'll work. I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but instead making ourselves not run off the edge. Big square. Actually, let's go taller. Just to make it look more rectangular. There we go. So all we have to do now is fly all the way over there, select our location with the warp scroll, and then we can throw it into this portal as long as we are providing it with some source. So let me fly over there now. Okay, here's the island. So let's start our teleportation here, facing this way. There we go. So now we can build ourselves the same thing here. Just need to build our portal. There we go. And I don't have a source jar on me, so I'm going to have to go back over and get myself a source jar. There we go. So we can grab this guy. I think there should be enough to do 2 portals out of this. So I just need to put this guy right here. So this is the one we just created. So that in that goes. Oh, wow. Actually, that used a lot more than I thought. Let's actually turn off that. Come down here and replace one of the jars we have and with this one. So we'll have another full one. That should have went into the vacuum hopper. There we go. Right. Let's head over now. So we should be able to walk through this portal and be over there now. For some reason with shaders, you can't actually see the portal, which is annoying. But if we walk through it, boom, we're here. Put down this thing here and throw a warp scroll in. Now we can break this. It uses 90% of it, which is actually quite a lot. But if we walk through this portal, we're back on our island. And there is a wandering trader over here. Of course there is. What do you want now? Nothing. Oh my god, the amount of guys that have spawned recently is ridiculous. But now we can actually start, because now we have a way to get there easy. Because it won't matter if we actually like accidentally walk through the portal, because you instantly teleport here, so it's not too bad. Right, all we have to do now is start. So, what do we need? Evaporation tower. So, evap. We're going to need ourselves, how many do we need? Probably about 4 of these guys, because we're going to have 2 for making brine and 2 for making lithium. We're going to need ourselves, if each one requires 3, so we need 4, so we need 12 of these guys. Because we need one to be able to input heat, and I don't know, make us like 200 of these. The other thing we're going to need is some solar panels. I already have 4, so I'm going to need to make myself another 8. So there we go, so off that goes. Before we started recording, I did make myself 5,000 alloy and 5,000 circuits, so it should be easy enough to craft all of these ingredients. Grab out all of this now. Oh yeah, all these solar panels are going to be annoying to take out. Solar, grab out these 4, and I think we're ready to go. So we'll probably do this. Oh yeah, I don't have flight here, so I'm going to have to use my jetpack. Chances are this platform is actually too small for what we need, but we'll do the evaporation towers on this side here, and then we can expand out that direction for our reactor later. So let's start at the corner here. Okay, that's actually kind of annoying how slow this thing is. If we come in about 2 blocks here, so this is how big it needs to be, a 4x4. So there we go, and then we're just going to build up around the edges. And then what we have to do is, in the front here, put ourselves a controller. And then we're going to have on the side right here, and on the back, a input valve and an input valve. And then, yeah, we can have another one right here, which is going to input heat. This one's going to have water. We can actually probably raise this up, actually. Boom. There we go. So, turn on my flight again. Let me just increase the speed and turn off hover mode, maybe. It might allow me to fly a bit easier. Grab out my wand, because I'm going to be using a wand. This guy can be the maximum height of 18 blocks tall, minus the corners. So that way you can put in your solar panels. So this guy is counted as 3 blocks, or yeah, 3 blocks. Okay. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then we just need to fill in the edge. Ooh, too fast. Fill in that there. So we're still at 16 blocks, hopefully. Yep, I think, did I say I can go all the way up to 18? So 17. Oh, we're out of evaporation blocks. Evap, pass me another, like, Actually, if I'm going to be needing that much, craft me 1,000. So that's 17, and this should be 18. Is this, okay, is this too high, or is this just... Okay, no, this is the maximum height then. So, remove the corners, and then we're just going to turn on hover mode again, and we're going to grab ourselves our solar panels now. So one solar panel is going to go here, 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 and one more on the back here. So, pretty much that's what it's going to do. It's going to generate extra heat to allow this thing to turn water into brine a lot quicker. So, all we have to do now is come back here and I'll get myself an ender tank. An ender tank of water, some pipes. So we'll just grab a fluid pipe. Probably going to need some pattern for this because we need a lot more fluid pipes than that. But if I just stick this here and then say fluid pipe, connect there, tell this thing here to extract and give it the pipe upgrade, it'll input a lot of water. Okay, it seems we have to upgrade our input from our sink. But this thing here is full of brine because I think brine is there a conversion? 10 to 1. Okay, so it's a 10 to 1 ratio, but it does it so fast, this guy filled up instantly. So let's head back and upgrade our water production. I wonder if it's because this guy here doesn't have a ultimate pipe upgrade. Maybe we should set up a pattern for that. Because crafting all these redstone blocks is annoying. So what's going on here? If you got a maximum pipe upgrade, you do. So you need more. Okay, he's full now, but I don't know if that's just because the evaporation tower is full. But anyway, that's how we set those up. So let me go ahead and do that for the other 3. Alright, there we go. All the evaporation towers are built. So the ones on the edges are doing water into brine, and then the ones in the center are turning that brine into lithium. Oh, you know what? I probably could have made this actually differently. Hang on, let me swap these around so that they're all facing towards the center. Yeah, there we go. The only thing I need to do now is actually fix these guys. So give me a wrench and just tell this guy here to extract. And that should be filling this thing with brine, and with that making liquid lithium. Okay, it looks like we lost the liquids we had in there, but that's okay. So yeah, I did actually hook it all up at the back with extra water. I did replace the ender tanks with sinks because for some reason the ender tanks were just not inputting in the water fast enough. So I'm now using sinks instead. I had to make one. I did have a spare one with my Botania set up, so yeah. I've also ran the cables around on top of the solar panels, and each one of them are generating in total over 1,200. So I've just put these resistive heaters that I just made to use 1,200 power. So the only thing I need to do now to actually make this work is grab some thermo pipe. For some reason I can't find it. Mechanism, can I find it in here? Where is the pipe? Yeah, thermoconductor. Okay, I don't know why I couldn't see that before. It's gonna make a bit of that. I don't need a lot, like only 4 cable to be actually like exact. But I'm just gonna upgrade this all the way to here to the ultimate one, and then I just need to connect that here, and that's just gonna transfer the heat from that into this guy. Like that. So that will give it extra heat just to make it run a little bit quicker, and it's passive as well because it uses the solar panels. So there we go. So all we have to do now is come over here. Actually, no, we don't need to go anywhere. Just off the back right here. This is the liquid lithium, okay? Now, 2 things what we need to do. We need to make ourselves a rotary condensator. So I already think I have a pattern for that thing. Yeah, so I need 2 of these. So craft me that. There's the 2 rotary condensators. And the other thing I'm going to need then is 2 chemical crystallizers. There we go. So that's going to go here. And then the other one is going to go here. Chemical crystallizer. Okay, what's taking this thing so long to craft? Oh, the refined obsidian? Is that the issue? Did I not set that up correctly? Hang on, what's taking this thing so long? Let's go over and check. This thing should have had no issue on crafting. So what's going on up here? Crafting 6. Did I not set up this guy here correctly? Oh, I never gave this guy upgrades. That's why. There we go. Alright, so we come back over here then, grab out the 2 chemical crystallizers. Where did the other one go? It is here. There we go. And we can stick that here, and we can stick this here. Now, the only thing is we don't have a way to put this into the system because I have no clue how to set up wireless access with the applied energistic sword, so we're just going to use ender chest for now. So, ender chest, we're just going to set up 2 of these guys. And these guys are just going to be hooked up over in the main island with importer upgrades so they will be able to pull everything out of these ender chests into the system. So, here's how this is going to work. We're going to clear all items. There's no items. Gases are just going to output on the right, and fluids are going to input on the top. This guy here is going to accept no items. Actually, no, he's going to export an item out on the right. Gases are going to be input in all directions, so that's okay. I also need to give these guys power now as well. So this guy, the opposite this time. So items output on the left, gases in on all sides. Make sure that is set up like that. Yes, it is. This guy then, I just need to say no items. Gases are going to be outputted on the left, auto eject on, and fluids input through the top. There we go. So that's pretty much that set up. So if I just grab out some pipe, so fluid pipe, ultimate pipe upgrades, I have the wrench, so that will go there. And that will tell this guy here to extract. Maximum speed upgrade. Now he's, hopefully that's the right direction again. Hit this button and it should turn the liquid lithium now into lithium gas, which gets pumped into here. And then when it reaches, I don't know how much, it will turn it into an actual like dust and then it'll export it into here. So now I just need to give it some power. So cable, and let me just run this power cable under here. And let me just enable my jetpack because I have no flight. So you and you, is that right? Nope, I was one too far over. There we go. So that's going to come down this way, come across this way, like so. There we go. Connect those there and put that there. And now I just need a point. And if I just put the point, I don't know, here, it doesn't matter where it goes. There we go. And all I have to do now is connect this guy to start exporting out the lithium then as well. So export, pipe upgrade, and turn it around. There we go. All I need now is upgrades. So upgrades. I do have enough, I think. Yeah, I do. Okay, I just need an energy, speed, energy. Oh, wait, no, that was only enough to do 2 machines. I need myself another, I don't know, 16 of each. So 16 of that and 16 of these. Then I can put all this stuff away now. Grab out the 16 of each one of these guys and give you speed and energy and give you speed and energy. There we go. So that's going to start making a load of lithium dust, which goes in here. And it should be doubling it. Actually, no, that's, yeah, so that is double the speed. So all we have to do now, and this area is chunk loaded. So all we, oh god, I nearly flew off the island there. I'm so fast with my jetpack. The only thing we need to do now is come down over here and pretty much just set up an ender chest with an importer. So ender chest, grab out this and just say importer, 1 import, tons of acceleration upgrades. And I am going to be putting a lot more stuff over here with ender chests because I need a way to export out uranium and fluorite over to the mechanism area. So we're just going to be setting those up then as well. Import bus there, acceleration upgrade, and then just grab a smart cable. Hopefully this will connect right here. I don't see why it wouldn't. So there was 15. There should be, yep, 16 channels now. And that should be importing everything that now this thing over there is making. Right, all I have to do now is wait for a bit of that to build up, and then I can start making myself the induction cell. So I'll be back once I have, I don't know, maybe a couple thousand of it. So yeah, shouldn't take too long. We already have 166. So BRB. All right, it's been a while, and we have generated upwards of 11k lithium now. So we have plenty of stuff. And while I was waiting for those to craft, I did check to see what else needed for the induction cells. And I want to make about 20 of these guys, and I was missing like 10k energy tablets. I need to craft still 284, but that's fine. And I think the other thing we were missing then was like it was only 1,600. Oh, I made 6k of these things. Oh well, doesn't really matter. Wait, am I looking at the right thing? Wait, hang on. Oh, did I click the wrong thing? Maybe that's why. Okay, hang on. Did I click the wrong thing? Why is it not showing? Oh, maybe I did do it right. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, let's go over here now and set this up. So, the way we want this to do is induction cell, craft me the 20 of these now. It shouldn't take too long since nearly everything's already crafted. The other thing I'm going to need now is a provider. So I'm going to craft 1 provider. So let that run. And the other thing I'm going to need then is a bunch of induction casing. So craft me a bunch more casing, and I'm going to need 2 ports. 1 to input power and 1 to output the power. I didn't think it'll... Damn, did I actually not have enough of any of that? Okay, at least I can speed this up and it shouldn't take too long. Am I seriously needing even more steel? No way. Okay, there's all of the induction casing done. What's taking that so long? That shouldn't have any issues, unless it's just taking a while to craft each one. Okay, I see. Yeah, okay, that pattern provider is using that, and this one is using that one. So I don't see what the issue is. Like, I mean, it could use those as if it could, but I don't know why it's not, but it doesn't really matter. It will craft them very slowly, but yeah, I guess I just have to wait for them to finish crafting. So let's go over here and actually build the outline of what we're doing here. So induction cells and the actual ports. Okay, them villagers need to go soon. So if we find the center here, and we just remove some of this wall here, this thing's going to be very thin. It's going to be like a 3 by whatever. I don't know how wide I'm actually going to make it. So here's the center. So if we go across this much, and we can probably go down the way then as well and up the way, because that's the idea. And that way we'll be able to have like tons of room here just to go up and down and expand this thing as big as we want. So here's the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Would that be big enough? Yeah, because we're going to fill the entire inside of it with the providers and whatever. So yeah, you know what? That probably is more than enough. So let's just fill in the entire bottom here, because we're not going to make it that big to begin with, but we will be able to expand it later on. So let's grab out our builder's wand, and I'm just going to build it up close enough to the ceiling, probably about there is high enough. So we won't go any higher than that. So I'll just cover this in across here, like that, and then we're going to break one port here and one port there. And this is where the two of these are going to go. Oh, I think I just put those in the system by accident. Yep, I did. So that's going to go there, and that's going to go there. Now all I need is a configuration tool. Configuration. There we go. So one of these are going to be input, and the other one's going to be output. So we're going to say, oh, this is on wrench mode, is it? Yep, I need to change this to whatever configure. So this is item output. So let me grab out a new plug. So we're just going to get ourselves a plug. Oh, we're out of flux cores, so make a bunch more flux cores. Could set up a pattern for all the points and whatever, but pretty much plug is going to go here, and we're going to create ourselves a new network. So go over here to create new network, and this is going to be power in. Just going to call it like power in, and we'll just make it public, and yeah, keep it kind of a light blue, and pretty much set it to that. So then what we'll do then is this guy right here, we will change. Actually, no, this is not meant to be a plug. This is meant to be a point. Yes, this is actually meant to be the point of that, and that's going to be power in, and then this guy over here is actually going to be sky power, which then provides all the other points we already have the same way as that one is. Have we made any of the induction stuff yet? Okay, we have. Perfect. So give me out all of those now, and we're just going to say here, just get inside. Bottom middle is going to be the provider, and then we're just going to fill this thing up with as many of these guys as we kind of have at the moment. There we go, and that should do for now. So that's built, and if we have a look in here, we can store up to 32 trillion FE, which is really nice. So all I have to do is change this to power in, and pretty much, yeah, disable the limit. And pretty much all this thing is doing now is putting all the power that was in here, or these guys are generating, so the cable is empty and the cell is slowly draining, which is okay. So it's going to take time, but all the cables going straight into the flux plug. Yeah, this guy can only output like 100,000 or something like that. But this guy here now, if we were to disable the limit on that guy, he is now pulling all of the power that this thing now is putting in. I don't know if this guy has a limit. I think it's just down how slow that is, but it doesn't really matter, because if we look in here, we are inputting 162,000, and we're only using average maybe about 100 or maybe even 60,000. So we're still making more than we are using, so we're good. So yeah, the last thing I wanted to do, like I said at the start, is I want to make myself my dragon seed. So we're just going to quickly do that now over here, because we do have a bit of time, I think. So we're just going to put this down here, and we're just going to build this very quickly. And now let's make ourselves our seed. So we just need 4 dragon scales and then 4 insanium essence plus a prosperity seed. And we just need a button to activate the redstone signal on it. There we go. Put all this stuff away. I can put the wand and the acceleration wand away. Grab the seed and now stick it in here. Perfect. And we can tear this down because I don't think we need this thing again. Unless it's a special seed that we do need later on, but I don't think there is anything at the moment that we are requiring. So this is making dragon egg essence. So let's head over here now. For some reason I don't get flight over on the edge. I'm just out of range. Come down here. And this guy here is already filled with every slot, so I can't do it in there. This guy here has one available slot, which isn't enough. So maybe I'm going to have to just do this one. Where can I do this one? Because this guy will turn 9 of these into a chunk, and then the chunk into an egg. Do I have room in here? I do. Okay, so if I was to say turn all of these here into that, and this is going to stay in the input buffer, I'm going to remove that, and you're going to be dragon essence, so remember. Okay, and then this guy then is, once I have enough of this guy to make the chunks, which I do now, make a chunk and come in here, recipe, and just say 3 of these, like that, make the egg, and that will export out. And I'll just put that in here then. How do I, okay, there we go. Let's just disable this for a moment just so it fills up, and remember, okay, there we go. So if we take that out, it should be remembered. Perfect. So we just tell this thing here to export that. The only thing is I need a capacity card now. So give me out 1 capacity card, stick that in the top here, and that would allow me to add the dragon egg essence. There we go. And I just put this in the system, and that should go straight in there. And boom, 2 of them. Just need 1 more, and we'll already have a dragon egg. Yeah, because later on we are going to need a couple dragon eggs. We're going to need them for the arcane dragon egg, which is needed for the dragon soul. So we're going to need a bunch of them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell while you're at it then as well. So without any further ado, goodbye.